What's up, y'all? Station 19, Season 3, Episode 4, House Where Nobody Lives. Hey, so I see that Station 19 is starting a theme. They are doing um behind the scenes of, not behind the scenes, they're doing flashbacks of the characters' lives. Kind of like what 911 did last season. Still never got to see Buck's story. But never mind, that's a different show. Anyways, um, so yeah, like they're kind of doing flashbacks of the lives, and I like it. They did Gibson this week. As we know, he was in foster care, and we never knew exactly how he got the way he was. We just knew that you know he had a history. Um, so Gibson, I guess I'll start with Gibson. So, he had a family that he was with that he actually got really comfortable with, and ultimately, I believe from looking at it, that's pretty much why he became a firefighter. So, he had a sister who was dead, and then he had a brother, who belonged. He was the actual child, the biological child of his foster parents. Um, so it kind of starts out with they were having to go to bake dinner for their anniversary, for their parents' anniversary. And Gibson's like, they're trying to fix the oven and everything. So the little girl, she gets in the oven, and then the parents come in and they're like, oh, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. No. So, then, Jack's like, yo, oh, I'm sorry. Are you going to send us back now? And he's like, no, we're not going to send you back because of this. And, so that's kind of where it started out. And then throughout the whole entire episode, they kind of showed the flashbacks throughout. And Gibson, they were, like I said last week, they were going to be helping these foster kids this episode, and it kind of brought back a lot of memories for him. And I mean, he just kind of stayed around a little bit longer than they normally do. Gibson, he doesn't really show a softer side a lot. But today we kind of got to see a little bit of his softer side and why he is the way he is. After you get left so many times, it just starts to become, you know, heart wrenching, heartache. Um, yeah. So I'll get to the rest of it. Let me go to, let's see, Miller. Miller got a girl pregnant. Brenda Song is on here. He didn't got Brenda Songs pregnant, so she's about 8.5 months pregnant. I just didn't think that this is where this was going to go, but they need some kind of pregnancy love stories in this show, and they don't really have much of that. So I'm kind of excited to see that. If it is his baby, big if. Um, so he kind of struggled with that the whole entire episode. He didn't really. He's like, man, he don't know how he's gonna do being a father, this, and that. And that was pretty much Miller. The nitty gritty, juicy part, Andy and Bishop. Um, Andy is mad at Bishop for that she got the fire chief position because that was Andy's job, and the only reason that she didn't get it was because you know um her dad last week said no, don't do that. Excuse me. So he told Sullivan, don't do this. She doesn't need to do this. She just lost Ryan. She only gets one opportunity. And that's exactly how Sullivan came to her this week. He said, you only get one opportunity. I don't want you to what? I didn't want you to waste your one opportunity while you're still in grief. Um, so, and Andy's really mad about that. So, at Andy and Bishop's house, Andy, um, it comes out in the morning, she just leaves. Bishop's in there trying to make her smoothies and stuff, and she's like, nah, bro, I ain't having this. She's out of there. At the fire station, Andy's like, she's real quiet, she's not really talking, and Bishop is showing her authority. Now, Bishop being the new chief, like dude said on here, women always want to show their power a little bit more, flex their power because they are women. And you got something, they feel like they got something to prove. I can speak to that. When I was in the army, I had a Drill Sergeant Lewis. I couldn't stand there. She was very much like that. She was very, she had a point to prove. And that's exactly how Bishop is on here. This episode. So, I mean, eventually, I'm hoping that she will, learn the error of her ways and figure it out. But Andy tells her, bro, I'm not mad that you got the position. I'm mad that you got the position and you don't care about how I feel about it. Because Bishop literally used her a stepping stool. She used her friend. She used Gibson. She was like almost in a whole relationship with him. She was broke it off with him just so she can get a job. Like Bishop doesn't care about anything. Um, Bishop gets a call from Gibson while he's there because Dixon. I'm about sick of Dixon. Dixon is a Dixon. I'm gonna keep saying that, and you know what I mean when I say that. He had Warren and Gibson were out at the homeless shack, and he had camera crew come out, or not a camera crew come out there, and reporter to follow them around, and then after they get done seeing the patients, then it's a raid because he was a police chief, so it was a raid after that, and then all those people get arrested. So you got the publicity you wanted. Now you get all these people arrested. Not cool. So Gibson calls um what's it Bishop about it, and Bishop's all like, she ain't got no heart, man. I don't know what's wrong with that girl. She like, you need to not call me on my personal phone. You need to radio me. Blah blah blah. She's really rude. But then Gibson says like, your brother could be out here. So she has a brother. I feel like I know she has a brother, but I just kind of don't remember. I might have to like rewatch old seasons when they put them back on Hulu. I can't watch old seasons of Station 19 because they ain't got them on Hulu or Netflix. Like, y'all tripping. I can go back and watch as much Grey's Anatomy as I want to, but y'all won't put Station 19 on? Y'all is whack. Um, anyways, yeah, so she got a brother, and that's not something I know. So I feel like in future episodes, we're gonna get to see her brother and how the falling out of their relationship. I feel like that's gonna be her flashbacks are gonna be about her like growing up, maybe her Olympics, what her winning the Olympics, and then her brother, whatever that situation is. Um, was there in yeah Andy um talks to Sullivan, and she's like, "Is that all?" The chief, battalion chief, and he's looking at her like, "Bro, why you treating me like this, dog? But you know why she treating you like this, bro? You broke her heart and you took away her job. Come on, man. You know that's wrong. You can't do the girl dirty in two ways. I mean, it's one thing to break somebody's heart, and it's one thing to not to take away somebody's job, but to do both of them to her, the same person do both of them. That's crap, bro. You know it's crap. And eventually we all know that they just gonna end up being together. Or since Gibson and Andy are gonna move in together, that could be a possibility that they might get back together. I don't see that happening. I pretty much see Bishop and Gibson getting back together, but we will see. Now, this episode was pretty trash. That was pretty much it on it. There wasn't very much else. Excuse all my coughing and stuff throughout this. I'm a little under the weather. And then also my video from last week, something was wrong with the sound. I was gonna record it again, but then I didn't feel like it because I've been sick. So it is what it is. Um, yeah. Sorry about that, but yeah. Uh, anyways, so I will see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a great night.